mascara on one eye.
Cover half your face with a picture of Boris.
That's what Ryan would do. He's making his announcement now.
Ryan is.
Hello. And we're back after a little Christmas break. When we all were like, oh, goodbye 2020.
Oh, we had a lovely time.
Oh. And it's exactly the same now, isn't it? It's exactly the same. It's not changed.
Probably worse, I would say.
Yeah, it's just getting worse and worse. How are you, Lily Phillips? Happy
I'm very
2020.
good, thank you so much. I'm in Wales. Don't tell Boris. But it's good here. North Wales, no one dies of COVID, but they do die of boredom because there's nothing to do. But it's
Fair
nice.
enough.
How was yours?
Yeah. Hello, Claire. I've just realised for people watching, I've only put makeup on half my face. So I've got
it's up
mascara.
to you to guess which half that is.
I've got mascara and an eyebrow, and then on this half of my face, I haven't got any mascara and no eyebrows. Hey, you guys, nice to see you as Boris talks crap now. Yes,
Can you update us? Can everyone, audience, update us on what he's saying in his speech? And how
we all know what he's saying in his speech. He's saying, and as we enter tier 74, we expect you all to lie in a wardrobe and breathe through a straw, and that's only if you actually need oxygen. Try your best to go without it.
He needs to stop entering. That's
Meanwhile, him and his mates are all fox hunting on massive estates and having huge parties, bumming each other. Okay, so fact. Can you tell I'm a woman who's just pretty much found out she's going to be homeschooling for the near future? So I'm a little bit angry. Hello, Kylie Hogg. What a great name.
I like our new little graphics there. People coming
I know, they're amazing. It's all very exciting.
Oh my God.
In a bid to divert us from the bullshit that is now 2021 as well as 2020, we are going to play a game where we're going to play a few games where you, the audience, get involved. It's basically a piss take out of all the 90s game shows.
Lol.
Lol. So who have we got joining us today?
We've got two guests that have actually been on the show before, and we love them so much. We've invited them back. We've got Danny Postal and Rob Mulholland. Let's bring them on.
Hello.
Hello, Rob and Danny. How are you guys?
I'm all right. I've just been watching the Boris announcement, and apparently everyone's got to move one house to the left.
Right.
That's the new rule. So,
yeah,
I hope you get a good one.
And fuck each
you know
other
what,
in the
though?
house.
If he said you have to drag morning from Australia, hello, Ricky. Don't know why I did the accent. Don't do the accent. I do that, and it's offensive. Yeah, when you're talking to someone and then you do the accent back, and I often feel my husband just going, "Don't do the accent." I can't remember what I was going to say.
Say it in Australian. It'll come back to you.
So basically,
right. Boris says that we should fuck each other.
I do feel like if Boris said everyone has to drag their family members into the garden and shoot them, there would be a lot of people going, yeah, that's what I need to do. Yeah. But if he said you need to drag your dogs into the garden and shoot them, people would be like,
if they were like,
that's too far. Right. You've gotten too far now.
What we've got to do now is everyone has to kick their grandma in the fanny. Some people would take a fucking run up. It's unreal, isn't it?
I've got to say, make sure that you all kick your grandmas in the vagina, and if your foot gets stuck, make sure that you use the other foot to get it back out, and also make sure the foot that you originally kicked her with, you wash. Make sure you sanitize it. Yes, stop.
Also, Thingy Witty he's got to be a pedo. If he's not a pedo, that is a waste of that face. That is a waste of that face.
Oh, Chris, well,
he's got to stay 200 metres away, let alone 2.
That is a man who needs to be buried. for our safety.
We're getting so controversial at the beginning of the show. Firstly, when you said we're going out bumming each other, right? I mean, I just had visions of Boris Johnson behind Jacob Rees-Mogg. Do you know what I mean? And
I did not need that image.
He's quite enjoying it. He's going, I've got to say, Boris, this is jolly good. However, you should have used slightly more lube, particularly the KY brand.
Another slide, please. The next slide. The next slide.
I'm going to take you to tier 69.
You're going to feel my tier 7 right up your arm. But anyway, Witty in the background going, I can't bear the fact that they're going to find out about me. It's like, we all know, Witty, because of your face.
We've just wrote COVID the porno right there within this 2 minutes. It's just done. There we go. Sign it off, Pornhub.
Yeah, it can be under the headline, one posh man fucks 71 million people.
I've got a feeling we may have lost all the people watching when they're like,
we've had no comments in the last 2 minutes.
We've refined them. We've refined the audience, right? We haven't lost them, we've edited them.
I love how we lured them in. We were like, we did a really cute 90s show about like all things 90s. Then we were like, fucking bomb everyone. Boris
I bet he's kissing a child.
Pedos. Like.
No, but come on. Chris Witty's face.
I just don't think we've got the right graphics for this kind of content.
Jim's manically like in the background going, I need to find images of pedos and
No, this is what the 90s was like, right? This is what it was like in the 90s. You couldn't get cancelled in the 90s. Like, people would say awful shit on The Big Breakfast in the 90s. This is true to the spirit. And if you're complaining, you need to write to Terry Wogan. That's the only way you're allowed to complain.
Jimmy Savile was getting away with it in the 90s, so there we go.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's not
now. Excellent.
No, we're not. No, that's not what this is. This isn't us saying that we need
the good old days.
How desperate to do an impression of you right now?
Don't do dead people, sorry.
Fair enough. Skillfully dodged.
Anywho, we get on with our first round of this really sweet, innocent.
I think it's for the best. Yeah, I think it's for the best.
We've got a new round, and the theme is paedophiles.
Called Family Fortunes.
Well, yeah, it was a lineup of boys, and you have to pick which one didn't fuck.
The oldest one gets the most points.
No, stop. That's the end. That's the end. It's a family fortunes thing. So both teams get 2 questions about 4 answers that 100 people came up with. The top 4 answers. You know the family fortunes game, don't you, audience that have all left?
You know,
there's literally no one watching.
Are we literally just doing this to Jim?
It's not like we can say refunds are available. You know what I mean?
Should we just, Esther, you have to do the first question because I already know what it is.
Okay.
Jim, so first question for Esther and Rob.
Okay, BuzzFeed.
All right, we're a team. Right, come on, Esther.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, we forgot that in all the talk.
BuzzFeed asked 100 people what food will they be eating on New Year's Eve 2020. Give the top 4 answers. Prawn ring.
In 2020?
New Year's Eve party. Well, for themselves.
This New Year's, it will just be a plate of MDMA, right?
Yeah. Mixed with cocaine because it's just been that fucked up.
Yeah, or steak pie, Donna, yeah.
Definitely sausage rolls.
All right, Donna's watching here from Barnsley, clearly.
Oh, hang on! I've just got to give Annette Armstrong a bit of a shout out. Annette Armstrong, shout out! Lots of love to you, my darling, and I'm really sorry that you've had a loss. And we hope that 2021.
So sorry.
So New Year's food.
New Year's food, Chinese. Does someone say Chinese? Yeah, maybe
Chinese.
A takeaway.
I'm going with sausage rolls.
Takeaway's too vague.
A curry.
Cyanide.
I think prawns isn't a bad shout.
When were they
That's
off?
nice.
This year were they off?
Or were they asked in 964 and they thought they'd get the food in pill form in 2020?
We've been actually working on this show.
Yeah, so what's your answer? I think you've got to pick an answer. Jim's going mad here.
Someone said, I've got a really good idea for a game show in 39 years.
And it'll be online.
And it'll be online.
And no one will be
What
watching.
investment? Guys, that
And
is
it will
such a good
offend
pitch.
all its audience.
Let's do that. That's such a good pitch. I want to go do a survey now. That's such a good idea. I like that. Anyway, I think you need to give an answer, Esther.
Oh, Cadelli. So
Right, I
you
reckon,
so
let's
you
play.
give one answer and then I'll say if it's right
So
or wrong.
an Indian takeaway, a Chinese takeaway.
One
What was the
answer.
other thing?
So one answer at a time, and then he'll say
Okay,
no
right.
or yes to that one.
Okay,
So-
can we have Indian takeaway? Jim.
Work, Esther.
Whey.
Nice.
Can we
Right.
have Chinese?
Oh, takeaway is 39%.
takeaway.
Oh, so whose turn is
okay.
it now?
It's
do
you
know-
guys.
it's
This is still your
your turn.
question.
All right.
I know. A cheese and cracker platter.
Oh, cheese board. Yeah, cheese board.
Cheese board.
Love it. Good answer.
Cheese.
Oh,
That was really
cheese
aggressive.
I did.
Very aggressive. He's having to deal with a lot
Not
of
a cheese
complaints
board.
right now.
Okay, let's go with
At midnight, we chanted cheese and gave my dog cheese. That's how we celebrated.
And then did your dog shit itself?
Well, maybe at some point it usually does, but he had a good time. Right. What else? Takeaway's gone. Pizza. Surely pizza.
That's a takeaway, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
pizza's got to be its own thing. Surely. You can bang a pizza in the
roast-
oven.
Okay, pizza.
Pizza. What's going on with these freaks? What are they eating? They're having like
Roast
bouquet
dinner.
l'orange.
Yeah.
Just reminding you of your one correct answer.
Right. I think
Good
a
job,
pizza
guys.
is separate to a takeaway, but I guess
Roast
I'm just
dinner.
a pleb.
Roast dinner.
Roast dinner on New
Oh
Year.
yeah.
When you're
maybe.
drinking.
Is this actually
Karen?
live now?
Yes,
Yes, Karen.
Yeah.
Karen it is, yeah.
It's us or Boris. You decide.
Look, it's like
Yeah.
the telly, but we can talk to you. Ooh.
Roast dinner is that one, Jim? Roast dinner.
Roast dinner. I don't stand by this answer, but go.
Ooh.
How many
What
goes
else
are you
do we have?
allowed?
Sandwiches? What other meals are there?
There was
No.
It's just takeaways.
A Scotch egg.
Oh, that's
Charcuterie board. We said cheese board. Come on, man.
sweet
we
snack.
did say charcuterie board. Christmas
No, you said
leftovers.
cheese board. Charcuterie is like
Sweet snack.
yeah.
Yeah. We didn't say anything sweet.
That's-
Charcuterie, like I'm a vegetarian. A charcuterie board for me is a cheese board. So I
Yeah, it's
demand
cheese
a
and
point.
meats.
I demand a point.
It's Jim though. He doesn't know that that's a cheese board.
and he's
Right. Well,
crossed with us.
it's a cheese board, Jim. So
Cheese board. All right then.
Okay, our turn. Hit us, Jim.
I think he might quite literally want to at this point.
He's trying to keep us on air. Okay, let's do 100 people. What activities will they be doing on New Year's Eve?
Did they ask Chris
2020?
Whitty?
Even if they did, mate, he's not going to tell you, is he? I mean, come on.
Activities. Watching TV. Right? Danny?
Yeah, I guess in 2020.
Yeah, you've got to be watching TV. That's probably going to be the top answer, I reckon.
Yeah,
Let's see if it's up
okay.
there.
Hootenanny must have done numbers this year.
Oh, yeah, I watched that.
Oh, mate, I couldn't. It's too depressing. Radiohead. Oh,
Yes.
Jules.
What was that?
Watching TV.
Oh,
Films.
There you go.
Oh.
I would say getting pissed.
Outrageous. We're not
Getting
getting a
pissed.
charcuterie board for cheese board, but they're getting films when they said
Rob, you
TV. Different
gotta let it go.
medium.
It's out of
There you
order.
go.
It's out of order.
I think
I
getting
said
pissed, yeah.
Getting pissed. Got to be getting pissed.
Yeah, getting pissed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
What's wrong with
Hang on.
So there's a lot
Hang
of
on.
fucking liars in this.
Someone at fucking Alcoholics Anonymous.
It's people that do BuzzFeed quizzes aren't the people that are fun.
Yeah.
So,
But if they're not
no one
getting
asks.
drunk, they've got to be doing drugs, surely.
Play games.
I've got,
yeah.
I've
Thanks,
got one,
Esther.
Ellie. Enjoying a takeaway.
That has to be right.
Well, we literally got the data to show it is.
How creepy is Danny when he said that? Imagine spending New Year's Eve with Danny and he's like, let's enjoy a takeaway. You'd be
With a
thinking,
nice
no, he's lying
Chianti.
with something. He's,
Yeah,
he's doing his
Takeaway
Chris
means
Water
potato.
face.
the seductive pervy look. Do you know what I mean about food?
We'll enjoy a takeaway in tier 9.
Get back in your cage. Esther said games, and I think that's setting
Why
off
are you giving them
fireworks.
answers, Esther?
I don't know, I just
doesn't
want them to hurry
understand
up.
the rules, and that's great.
Couldn't give a fuck about the game. Just moved
Someone
it
said setting
along.
off fireworks. I reckon that's a good shout because loads of
Yeah.
fireworks go off.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
Should we say fireworks, Danny?
My dog shit himself
Yeah,
then.
go on. Let's go fireworks.
Is bummo.
And I would say,
Sorry,
I
that
would
cut back in
say,
at a weird time.
Sorry.
That literally cut back into you going, is bumhole?
She's like, I just said
fireworks
fireworks.
out of your dog's bummo.
Oh, no, I didn't do that.
People cuddling their dogs because they're scared of the fireworks. That could be a good one.
Are you trying to redeem yourself from your previous takeaway comment?
Have they run out of time, Jim?
You guys had about 4 hours and you didn't get anything.
We
so,
did have 4 hours.
We got
actually, and
2.
we could get
games.
Should we go
Games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta be games.
Games.
Boom.
Boom.
Oh, you're smashing
I'd
the
love to
granny
see
out.
what the other one was.
Do we have
These
another
boring
game?
twats that they've asked this about.
What should we just? Is that it? Do we get another?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, the answers have come up.
What
Yeah.
are they-
What
Do you know what the other answer was? I saw it.
Shooting
flash
up.
Sleeping.
No,
Sleeping?
sleeping.
Are you
Boring,
fucking kidding
boring
me?
twats. Did they,
Oh,
like, is this a retirement home
Yeah,
they've
but-
asked
yeah,
this
but-
in?
And they're not even
Yeah, but
letting off fireworks. It's just watching
No,
fireworks.
but you've got to remember, this is about 2020. This is
Yeah,
what would
you
you
can still do coke at home. Like, dealers bring drugs to your house if you call them.
As opposed to what? You go.
Space cakes could be part of eating, couldn't they? Do you know what I mean? So
Hang on, didn't we get 3 fireworks?
Yeah, you did get 3.
He's getting
we
stressed
did,
out.
Get 3, Jim. We got 3 actually.
He's getting stressed out with his big tick buzzer. He's back there. Right. The next round.
The next round is the drawing round.
Yeah, this is where we all draw the person from the 90s in the middle of the screen, and you, the audience, have to write in the comments who did the best drawing. Jim, who from the 90s are we drawing today? Yeah, the drawn together portrait round. This week, you're drawing a portrait of 1990s TV icon Homer Simpson. And brilliant that Danny looks like him, so we can model it on him.
I just need to be an alcoholic, and then I'll be, you know what I mean? I'll look exactly like him.
Oh, I love Danny. I can't draw though.
I'm really bad at drawing. I'm a
I
massive
don't know.
Simpsons fan, but I cannot draw. So this is going to be dodgy.
I can't remember what he looks like.
No, neither can I.
He's yellow.
My paper's yellow, actually. Perfect.
No one can tell that. Shut up.
Hello.
Okay, let's all just draw in silence then.
It's really good viewing. Call him Mellow
This is the problem with the
Yellow.
drawing round. I'm concentrating quite hard on remembering what Homer Simpson
Can
looks
anyone
like.
in the comments tell us? Can anyone in the comments tell us? Is Boris Johnson shutting the schools forever?
He's already a drawing.
Concentration on my face.
I really don't know what he looks like.
I've really badly fucked this.
Mate, you're not on your own. It's fine. We're all in this together.
Well, get a picture. I'm sure
Mine
he's-
doesn't look like him. Oh, that's like a baby.
Yeah, mine looks like
Mine's a weird, like, alien.
I know.
What does he look like?
I can't remember what he looks like.
Oh, this is a
Do they
tough
have
one, Jim.
hands? No, they've only got like 3 fingers.
Hmm.
I think mine's finished.
I think mine's finished.
Yeah.
Oh, I've really made a bad choice right at the end. Oh no.
Can I show you mine first?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a little look. Oh my god.
Oh.
Is he wearing a mask? Is this a 2020 version?
It's a 2020 version of Homer Simpson. Yes, mate, you see, I've thought this through.
That's pretty clever. Oh, that's what he looks like.
Oh, yeah.
The nose isn't right, but then to be fair, it's covering it up with a mask, isn't it? So
Yeah. The eyes also aren't right. All the nose, all the hair, all the ears.
It kind of looks like a penis.
isn't it, really? That's what it is.
It's quite shit, yeah.
Hold it up again, Danny. He looks like Chris Whitty. I know I sound obsessed. He looks like Chris Whitty.
Bring me your
He does
children.
the
I
eyes
reckon,
too.
you know what? I reckon she has actually got pornos secretly hidden away of Chris Whitty. That's why she keeps going on about them.
I haven't got pornos.
You want to give him those Chris titties?
Chris titties. Right, okay. I'm going to show you. Show you my picture.
Okay.
So bear with.
So
That looks like a scarecrow from the Wizard of Oz.
it looks like a creepy clown. What is?
It's not a creepy clown.
I
That's what he
mean,
looks like.
Actually, no, I'll tell you what it looks like, right? It looks like that bloke, you know, when you kick your ball in his garden and he comes out and goes, "Get round your own end, go on, piss off."
And then
I
you
know
cut
tell
his
you what it
feet off.
doesn't fucking look like. Homer Simpson.
It looks like a malnourished snowman.
If you got shown that photo,
You
how
do.
many guesses before you guessed that was meant to be Homer Simpson?
We'll be here a long time.
Okay, here's mine,
Very long
guys.
time.
I don't know why I'm chatting so much shit. Mine's horrible. Oh my god, what is that?
You know when Esther said it looked like me, she was joking, you know, Lily.
It looks like a little Nazi baby.
Yeah, I panicked and drew lots of donuts to try and make up for it.
Right, but you
I
haven't,
feel
done,
like
have you?
it hasn't made up for it.
Okay, I don't feel as bad about mine anymore.
That does look weirdly familiar, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He looks weirdly
You
familiar.
turned on.
It looks, yeah, she's trying to draw me, which could be
It's
a
the
Nazi.
haunting eyes. There's too much hair for you, Danny.
Dead behind the eyes. Okay, Rob, show us yours
Any
then.
white bald man looks like a Nazi. There we go. I think we
Right.
just clarified that.
Are we doing Nazis now, right?
That's quite good.
Oh my
That is actually-
god!
No,
He
it's
looks
actually
like a pigeon.
Well, no, yeah, look, it looks like, you know, if Homer Simpson had like spina bifida or something, it's not, it's like his face is caved in on itself. It looks like a deflated balloon.
Yeah,
of
it
Homer
looks like-
Simpson.
It looks like he's had a
Wallace.
gastric band fitted and all the weights come from his face.
Like I made a bad choice in making the mouth open. That ruined it. And yeah, it's not. Look, it looks like you get on like a t-shirt you'd buy in like a street in like, you know, on Las Ramblas in Barcelona.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it looks a bit like. But if you were like, who was this person badly attempting to draw? I
Yeah,
think
it's the closest.
Yeah, you
It's
would want this on your
It looks
t-shirt
like
in
Homer's
Los Ramblers.
face.
well, I would
I'd
love
like
that.
to know-
I
I'd
would
also
love
like
that
to know what is
t-shirt.
actually what is coming out of Homer Simpson's mouth on the original picture. If we can just get that up again, please.
Yeah, it was a bit of.
Did you see? It was yeah,
Yeah,
slightly disturbing, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the last shot of the video, shall we say?
Definitely
Wow.
a discharge from Marge.
right.
She was like, "Cover my face,
That
cover
just
my
took a
face,"
second
and then
before I
came with his
realised
own
what you'd
face.
said then, Daddy.
Right.
So people in the audience, can you please nominate who drew the best picture? And whilst you're doing that, can I just say to Marion Harkness, I'm really sorry again about your you losing your auntie, and also big shout out to you and your mum. Lots of love from us, and we're trying to just now go for who's drawn the best picture of Homer Simpson. So if you could write it in your comment, that would be amazing.
Oh, that was a difficult tonal shift, wasn't it?
Danny.
That's actually got more hair than me, so it's not very accurate.
Claire says he's been blowing crusty for a burger.
Oh yeah, Claire. Love it, Claire. I mean, as a clear winner, obviously it's me, but let's just wait for the audience to clarify.
See, like, I'm such a nerd of The Simpsons. I remembered that Matt Groening put MG in his hair and ears. I drew the best picture.
Yeah.
Who he put MG?
Yeah, so the hair's an M, and then in the ears a G.
Ah,
That's a bit narcissistic.
Subtle.
Yeah, and like all the names of his, they're all his family. Like he's got a sister called Lisa, his mum's called Marge, his dad's called Homer. Like that's his family.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. If you want any more Simpsons trivia, hit your boy up.
You know what, mate? You should do a documentary on The Simpsons because the other ones I've seen were shit.
There we go. Right, I've got a fucking gap in the market. Deflating balloon for the win.
okay, what's the next game?
The next game is get it in the bin.
No, back of the bin.
Back of the bin. So we all argue what should go in the bin from the 90s, and the audience decide who has been the most persuasive with their argument.
Let's say, so audience, you decide who's the most persuasive. So let's go firstly with Danny DeVito.
Right. I mean, actually, to be honest, if I'm saying put this in the bin, it's got to be after you've used it because it's matches. I think matches are the most lethal, stupidest things in the history of stupidity. They do have a purpose because you light candles with them and stuff like that. But then the problem is some people are just really good with matches where I'm shit at them. Do you know what I mean? Like I go to light the Yankee candle in the house, right? And I'll
Sorry, you like the
like that.
Sorry, Danny, you like the what? Sorry,
the Yankee candle.
Right.
I said Yankee candle, didn't I? Because I was on a rant and you had to just
go to light my Yankee candle and people get those candles next where you get the t-shirts with
so you strike it, right? And I have a panic attack as soon as it lights. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, like just to fucking light the candle. Whereas some people, right, they just light the match and they just start walking around with it. You know what I mean? Like they can just hold it for fucking years and it's not going to burn their hand. You know what I mean? I've seen people actually do 3 candles in different rooms with one match because they're that good. I'm like that. Fuck that. And then I panic, and then I do the thing where I've got the matches. This is from the 1990s. Yeah, but it was still around in the 90s, Mark. I don't know whether you see that.
Fire was around in the 90s.
It should have been the 90s when they were like, we've got lighters now, get rid of matches. Do you know what I mean? We don't need them anymore.
But what do you use instead? A lighter?
A lighter, yeah. We have lighters now.
I love it. Yeah, Danny's like, what annoys you, Danny?
Yeah. Well, we all remember the 90s, don't we?
Yeah. But maybe it's just you being a pussy, Danny, about fire. Just do it.
Well, I think that is a big factor.
I tell you what, I love that. Can you ask that to a fire service, right? So we saved this bloke from the Belgian building because he was a pussy about fire. Honestly, I've never known anything
but
like
someone that would cause a fire because you were like shitting your pants. Well, you'd be like, when someone called Calm and Collective, it would cause a fire.
I just don't like. I mean, you just get them. I don't know. Like as it's just going up. Do you know what I mean? You're like, like that. I am a pussy when it comes to matches, if I'm perfectly honest.
Why do you get the really long ones?
Yeah.
Well, even still, I'm like, I don't know, just the anxiety kicks in.
Don't you find that when you're lighting a candle with a lighter, it kind of burns your thumb?
Yeah.
But you've got them long ones now. You've got them extra long, so you just light it and you just hold it out like this.
I see Danny like in his bed with Yankee candles with this really long lighter.
The long lighter things. You know what I mean? People like the old ovens with them as well. You know, they're like extra long.
You know, to light your oven. What?
Well, in the 90s when people had them type of ovens, you know what I mean?
It's like, when you go out back to the toilet at the bottom of the garden, it's like, where are you? It's like a Ken Loach film.
No, come on. We all remember the 90s. We remember the iconic fights of the 90s. You know, it was Oasis versus Blur. It was like Moshers versus Seeing Kids. And then it was also matches versus lighters. What are you on about, Danny?
I do actually remember me and my two mates were having a row one time over who would win in a fight, Robbie Williams or Liam Gallagher, because they were sort of like, one was a Robbie fan, the other one was a Liam Gallagher fan.
And then you set them alight with a match.
And then I'm like, no, fuck you. Fighters versus matches, and we're having it.
Yeah, but like I enjoyed matches in the 90s. What I would do was like what you do, you get a match out and you hold it with your thumb against, like, so you put the box in your hand and the match sticking down onto the sandpapery bit and hold that with your thumb, then flick it out and you can flick flaming matches at people. Yeah, so cool without matches, you wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, well, like the Scallies, I grew up on that sort of estate. So, like,
I would probably be in a fucking mental home right now.
Danny got PTSD.
Yeah.
Like, what happened? You got to think of it.
Do you know, Danny, the Statue of Liberty is just a woman completely mocking man's inability to hold a match for a long time.
Yeah, he's like, fuck you, I've got loads of the bastards on this here.
Yeah. If they had the statue of Danny, it'd be like this.
Yeah. Just be a man going,
handles quick.
Okay, so for those of us who weren't around in Dickensian Britain, what are the things that annoyed us about the 90s? Danny's like penny farthings.
Yeah.
Bloody well get two matching wheels.
Anyone remember shillings? They were a bastard then.
Shillings were a bastard.
Okay. Well, compelling argument.
Right, Rob, what's your 90s thing that you're in?
I don't know if it's as iconic as the match, but I've gone for bucket hats, right? And the reason I want to put bucket hats in the bin is, I think it's a very simple argument. Ask yourself this: have you ever seen someone wearing a bucket hat and thought anything other than, look at that stupid cunt in that stupid hat?
Yeah.
You never see someone in a bucket hat and go, oh, they're fit. Look how sexy they look in that great hat. They just look shit.
Not only that, they didn't have a haircut for fucking years, and it's not like they actually aspired to have long hair. It was the fact that they just like were scruffy bastards.
Yeah, and I live in Manchester. They are still a plague on this city.
Really?
Right? They are still everywhere.
Still wear them?
Yeah, but there's still loads of Mancunians who are stuck in the 90s. There's loads of them who just never grew out of it. So they still think they're Liam Gallagher and they still all wear the same gear.
This is where you should get Nigel Farage coming on telly, not talking about immigration. What we need to get rid of is those people who wear the pork pie hats. They're a disgrace to this country and they need to be deported immediately. Do you know what I mean?
I genuinely think and for men, I think women have a bit more license here. For an adult man, any hat other than a baseball look at it. I think it's the other that's acceptable. Apart from that, especially a bucket hat, get in the fucking bin.
Yeah.
I mean,
bucket hats.
That's what,
shit. What more do you want?
Do you remember that film, I Know What You Did Last Summer? The killer in that wore a bucket hat. So.
Yeah, I think they're good for sunburn, but nothing else.
Another prime example, not a great role model.
I feel like Esther was saying she was turned on by that guy. I don't know. A good thing.
I wasn't yeah, that's my turn on. Chris Whitty in a bucket hat. I'm like, that's what I like. I just like them weirdy in weird hats.
I think that's a fair enough one. I think that's quite a good
They're
one.
good for your children to stop them from getting burned. Do you know what I mean? On the back of the neck. But then
not really. They don't stop that.
But they wear the ones with the longer bit, like a mullet.
Yeah. They can have those. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Baseball caps with the mullet. Get them. There you go.
Yeah.
So they look like they've joined the Foreign Legion. Yeah. They look like they're they look like trying to take Algeria.
Yeah. Lily, what's your thing? So we've got, matches, bucket hats. What's your thing?
Matches.
Mine is these tassel trousers. I don't know if you were duped into wearing these at any point, Esther.
Hey, try lighting a match with them bastards on. You'll fucking burn your legs as well.
They're a safety hazard for many reasons. I mean, they're enormous. You were encouraged to buy like 4 sizes bigger than you were. They've got 74 pockets and these tassels. I don't understand why there's like 100 toggles just hanging down for no
apparent reason. Mountaineering.
It was like a maypole.
I think it was we were duped into thinking like, oh, we're really cool, we're like strong women, like feminism, then let's wear trousers, and then like predators could actually catch us easier by just grabbing onto our little
and then
rings, pulling us back and raping us.
And then what made it worse was a friend had fucking pedal pushers on. Remember them?
I didn't hear any of that, so I'm assuming it was supportive to my argument.
It was very supportive to your answer, Lily. Basically, what you had is you have them, and then you probably have a mate who's wearing some pedal pushers, which made it even worse.
Pedal pushers. What I mean?
They were just like, oh, dear Lord, what are you both wearing right now?
My argument was, you were like, oh, as feminists, we're expected to wear trousers. I was like, no, that, like, women started wearing trousers as like a statement in like the 30s or the 40s. Why are you and Danny so old?
So what I would like to say is
about Henry VIII, shall we?
Zoom out of this picture. Right, you see this picture in the middle. If you zoom out, that person is wearing a bucket hat on the top of their head, like absolute 100% guarantee.
Holding loads of matches in their fingers.
And that's what's in all of our pockets, just matches. That's what you need, so many of them. I think they were good for holding like tampons.
It was the Natalie Imbruglia phase.
Oh, is she responsible for this?
Yeah. Do you remember she wore like that? And
I don't think these are a pest anymore, though. Like, look, like bucket hats persist to this day. But
they
like,
do.
They do. Like, you remember that kid from Glastonbury last year? He had a bucket hat on. They're coming back around a bit, and I don't like it. Whereas these are dead. These ain't coming back.
Remember the stripy door your mum used to have that you walked through? Basically, all they are a pair of trousers with just them wrapped around. That's all it is.
They look like an emergency parachute.
Did you remember the stripy door your mum used to have? Why did they exist?
What were they called? Them? They were weird, weren't they?
Room dividers. Okay, can I say mine now?
Room divider. I can still hear you. I heard that. Cheeky bastard.
It's at the back of a betting shop. Okay,
we've got a whole other round to go in only 3 minutes.
I know.
So...
And then I've got to go and do a gig that I have no material for. This is mine. Tony Blair.
I don't think you need an explanation for this. Let's go.
I forget that
everyone voted matches after seeing Tony Blair's face.
Look, right, war crimes are bad, but have you ever slightly singed the tip of your finger? Right?
Yeah.
There's a reason why I hate Tony Blair for so many reasons. Yes, the Iraq War and the unnecessary reasons of sending many of our children to death and all the rest of it. I also think he's a very creepy face. Also, he is the reason why Dee Ream stayed at number one for way longer than they should have done in the 90s.
Actually, do you know what? I did like that song up until a certain point.
We all had to endure it at school discos. Things can only get... And then the music video.
And they fucking didn't, did they? They fucking didn't get better.
No, I didn't.
They were fucking lying.
It was him in a Ben Sherman shirt walking down the street, like picking up babies. Can only get better.
Oh my God. Ben Sherman shirts went really well with Jupe, didn't they? In the 90s.
And matches and maypole trousers. Right, audience. Whose one goes in the bin? Is it bucket hats? Is it matches? Is it trousers, which I don't know the name of, maypole trousers, or Tony Blair? Which one should go in the bin?
I feel like you've cheated, Esther, but you're on my team, so I fucking love it. Like, we've all gone like little silly inconsequential things. You've gone for genocide, yeah? Don't we all agree genocide's bad?
Stay away from politics, guys.
Basically, you both say my one, then you're a racist.
Yes, I love it. Weaponize that white guilt. Come on.
No one's watching anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's just him manically typing in loads of answers.
Pretending he's setting up loads of accounts to seem like it's different people that are commenting on the show. Just so I'm feeling at her. Yes!
The racism.
Outrageous.
I know.
What's the score, Jim, so far? I think we're neck and neck.
Oh, it's exciting.
By the way,
Oh.
when I had to give my answer as matches, can I just let you all know I was actually sat on my Xbox and it was like about, I don't know, half an hour before the show, and I had to give an immediate answer. I was panicking.
I'll be honest, it didn't take me half an hour to come up with bucket hats.
I was
Just
like,
look out
shit,
the
I'm
window.
in Far Cry here. What do I do?
Matches.
This is
such an
this is
amazing
Sherrod.
association.
Table. I looked at the table by the Yankee candle.
Yangi.
Stop bragging about your Yankee
This is,
candle. They're
this is Danny.
weird.
Danny just came through his little room divider and his little chains
Yeah.
to his
How much
missus, and he's like, "Shall I put on the Yankee candle? Let me get all the matches
How
out."
much is Danny going to brag about how nice his house smells? Jesus, we get it.
No.
It's only because my missus is here. When she goes and works away, it's just a shit tip.
And you set
I think
everything
it's
alight.
cleaners in before she comes home.
Right.
He likes it. He likes a Yankee candle.
Haven't got a clue.
Oh, shit.
Esther, what time's your show?
Yeah, no, we need to. No. Okay,
Right.
so
Haven't got a clue.
this is charades.
Charades.
So basically, audience, you have to help us guess. We're going to be doing charades to our teammate, and you've got to put in the comments what you think the film is. It's a film from the 90s. Lily, do you want to go first?
I'll go first, yeah. I don't need to do this, but yeah.
Because we know it's a film from the 90s.
One word.
So I'm just going to...
Yeah. Oh, God.
Clueless.
No, I've done that one before.
Oh, have you? Oh, shit.
So excuse me, I'm miming. I need to concentrate.
Mm.
Audience, can you please put in the comments what you think it is that she's acting? Pouring and screaming.
Jaws.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
So I was playing two characters, just so you know.
That's not miming.
Shut up, Rob.
I've
started again.
Oh, I know what it is. What's it? What is that film? What is
Titanic.
That
Still
Titanic.
also not miming.
Not
film?
Titanic.
Someone's,
No,
someone's head. What's it called? Someone's head's being. Did Chris Whitty star in it?
I'll do another scene.
I love the way that everyone's like, watch this show to get away from watching Chris Whitty, and we can't shut the fuck up about him.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Swallow. I don't know.
So that's another scene. Another scene. I really don't want to recreate this, but I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, terrific. Because I know what it is you're doing.
This'll get us some viewers. Come on.
But it's not a pen. That's trauma.
Oh no, I've just worked out what you were doing. Disgusting.
Vicky's got it. Vicky's got it.
Vicky!
7.
How did you not just hold up 7 fingers?
Because then the game would have been really
7.
quick. And you wouldn't have got all of those laughs.
By your last action, she likes to make things last. You know what I mean?
Right, Rob, your go.
Ah, fuck.
Beat that, Rob.
I don't think I will. Right. So.
2 words.
Vagina.
2 words. Second word. Yeah. Ear. Sounds like. Yeah. Slime.
God, he's got such a good quality camera.
No.
Look how that didn't change focus on the hands.
Smooth. Palm, hands, rub.
Right. No, let's change tack. Let's change tack. But just remember, yeah. This is such a hard one. Jim gave me this one, and I was like, yeah, whatever. And I've just realised I've no idea how to act this out.
Have you seen it?
Right. I'll do a bit from the film.
Okay.
If you would.
Oh, Pulp Fiction.
Thanks. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I was trying to do
What was the
friction.
hand thing?
Friction. Oh, sounds like friction.
That was the creepiest action I've ever seen in my life.
I witted it. What of it?
It was so slow.
I wittied it.
I was trying to show
creepy
there was
has to be-
friction, because if I did it fast, there's no friction. But if it's slow, there's friction. I realised it was a weird angle to take. Right? I realise
Okay.
now, in
Go on.
hindsight, not a good
Okay,
hack. But we got there.
We got
we
there.
got there. We did. Right, Danny, your
Danny.
turn.
We've had a laugh along the way.
Right, okay.
One word.
First word, one word. Oh no, I'm not playing.
Shut up, Esther.
Right.
Danny.
In your own time, Dan.
Hang on.
Homer Simpson's the movie.
I need to work out. I need to do a scene from the film.
You need to
Right,
do something, yeah. That would help.
I'll get one of the characters.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I know what that is. I
yeah.
know what that is. I know what it is. No. Similar ilk.
The
Should have thought
Godfather.
I should have thought this one through.
Goodfellas.
Yes.
Hey. Do you want me to do my bit again?
No. Good fellas. He's doing his. Oh no. Stop.
I've had a
Okay,
while.
now it's my turn. I've just got to do mine, which is. I've just got to get that. Okay. Right.
Yours is a little bit thinner, but like a little bit more length, I think. So
I just
like
spaghetti. Wittied it. Okay. All right. Here's my one.
Oh, so I've got to guess this, haven't I?
Yeah.
No.
4 words.
Yeah.
Just the whole thing. Just the whole thing.
Okay.
Friction.
Silence of the Lambs. Yes,
Wow.
Esther.
Well, you two win points for creepiest act outs that we've had in the entire series.
And you
Well
set a
done.
high bar as well, Lily.
Exactly. I mean,
Oh yeah, you can talk.
mine was cute.
Shall I do that again?
You made Chris Whitty look normal there, Esther.
Lily's literally trying to double this up. She's trying to do this show, but also make a bit of money on her webcam work. So she's like, every week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the film.
The
It's called
OnlyFans
Come
camera's
Up.
just at the side. Yeah.
Did they have Babe Station in the 90s?
Yeah.
To be fair,
Yeah,
I
but
think
we
I
were all
thought
a lot
you were
younger
at
then.
the time.
It was black
Baby
and white
station.
then.
Lulu Ferrari.
So that was Chris
she
Whitty
my
watches.
babe.
Right, so what are the scores? The scores are Esther's team 6, Lily's team 5. We win, Rob! Yeah!
I think that's incorrect, but
Swivel.
Nice. To everyone watching, thank you so much for watching, and we hope that everyone stays safe and healthy and well and maintains their sanity during this
And
weird time.
like us all on our various socials. Is there anything either of you two want to plug before we leave?
Yeah, watch me on YouTube. I've got a new comedy special I made in the little bit between lockdowns. Like when I did a load of gigs in gardens. It's called Back on the Grass, and it's for free on my YouTube channel. So check that out. It's Rob Mulholland Comedy.
Lovely.
Yay.
Third national lockdown starts tonight. Schools closed for most until February.
Let's go again. This one will work. Come on, this is the one,
This
guys.
is the one.
This
Third
is the
time
one.
lucky.
I'm feeling good about this lockdown.
This is it. This is
My
what's going to
YouTube
crack
channel as
it.
well, while I'm here. Danny Postal Comedian on YouTube and Danny Postal Comedian on Facebook as well. So I'll get on to them.
Nice
Amazing.
one.
We
Thanks
won't
so
be
much
back.
for coming on, guys.
I don't think we're
Been
back
a
next
pleasure.
Monday because I'm supposed to be going to Dubai, but I don't know if I will, as I don't know what the next lockdown means.
So if we are on, Esther will be very cross, so you might not want to watch anyway.
Yeah, I'll be fuming. Okay, take care.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Blankety blank.